to my channel, and I am honestly not doing great. I had a really rough day yesterday, but not as rough as some other people. So we're not playing games today, we're doing just chatting. And one moment. I realized that there's a lot of things that people keep bottled up inside, and they feel like they don't have anyone to tell their shit to, you know? And I don't think that's right. I think the American healthcare system, especially the American healthcare system, I can't speak on other healthcare systems, but they don't put enough emphasis on mental health, you know? But today what we're going to be doing is, have you ever heard the burn after writing books? They're really cool, but they only work if you're like 100% honest with yourself. It makes you really think. And I find with myself, usually the first thing that pops into my mind is the most honest thing. So they came out with a card deck so you can play with your friends. And instead of reading from the book, I'm just going to pick cards and we're going to see what happens. And maybe I'll know more about myself, and hopefully you guys will know a little bit more about me. And if you guys want to play too, play in the chat, please. Can you hit my socials real quick in chat?
No.
Oh.
You never gave me that permission.
Sorry. That's my YouTube, by the way. So, I don't know. I don't want to mix these up. I will put them in piles because these are wild cards. Probably pretty fucking wild. This game's already wild. Future. Sure. Past. Okay. We can just do them in order. Past. Okay, and there are scorch marks. I don't know if you can see them on the back, but 3 matches is like serious question. 2 matches is like you're kind of revealing something. 1 match is just like, I'm a question. Okay. 3 matches. The thing I miss the most when I look into my past. Just because I was crying about it the other day, my grandparents, even the one that's still alive, she's very old now. And she had my grandparents had a strong role in raising me. So, my grandmother on my father's side, sister, was basically a grandparent. And, her name was Mary. And she was the most wonderful person I've ever met. She was so kind. and so loving. And she passed away when I was still in the single digits, I believe. And then my grandma Marta passed away when I was in the military, which I really regret. I should have just stayed home those last few years with her. But she had dementia and Alzheimer's, and I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. She didn't even know who I was half the time. She didn't know where we were half the time. It was a lot. And because of issues with my father, I really had to get out of New York. Well, with both my parents at that point, really. It was a very big miscommunication with my mother. But we all had a lot of growing to do. So I regret joining the Marine Corps, but it was the only way out at the time. So I wouldn't change it. And then my grandmother, who is still with us, my Lithuanian queen, the reason I am so pale for a Hispanic, she is never going to die. She is like, what, 97?
No. 96, 95?
96 or 95? She is a force to be reckoned with. She is 100% a Leo. She is fierce. Even, like, mostly blind now. Can't hear very well. Oh my goodness. This woman has a personality. Oh. The world will lose something so valuable when she goes. But she ain't never gonna die. Oh, okay. Let's see, what was the card thing I was supposed? I'm gonna look into the past. Okay, so the present. Another 3 matches. I secretly envy. I can't see that very clearly. I secretly envy it's not really a secret, but I really envy, like, neurotypical people. Do y'all, like, have your shit together? Hi, Bad Mr. Frosty. How you doing? But yeah, if anyone neurotypical in the chat, could you answer that? Do you have your lives together? The future. If I could spend my last hours of my life with anyone doing anything, I would. It's another 3-star match. I actually talked to my little sister last night. How much time do I have? Last hours of your life with anyone doing anything. I would spend the last hours of my life with my little sister and our dogs, because I missed out on hanging out with her a lot as a kid just because we were so different, and we went through a lot in our childhood. So, and even like right after I did join the military, don't recommend. Highly don't recommend. So I didn't see her for like another 10 years, really. besides me getting married. And I really feel bad about how that relationship went. Like, I love my sister to death. She's got the cutest little white husky. I've got my adorable Rottweiler, my sack of potatoes on the couch. And if we only had a few hours left, I would want to spend it with me and my dog and her dog. Happy Thursday to you too, Bad Mr. Frosty. Do you want to join in the game? And I would want to be there for her like I wasn't really growing up. Fortunately, I just want home from work. Oh, okay. Let's do the wild card. What is it? Oh, it's one single match. Oh my god, they're not gonna ask me crazy questions. And now I've started cleaning my house. Sorry. It's okay. A moment in my life that has profound effect on me and why it was so meaningful. So many moments. What do you think was the biggest one?
For you?
Was it Tinkerbell? And the repressed memories coming back?
Well, I mean, that was a big one. Recall that led to a whole other...
Yeah. Okay, so I joined the military to get the fuck out of New York and away from my family because we didn't have a good relationship at the time. Especially me and my dad. And my friend's parent took me in when I would age out of shelters. And a profound moment in my life that had a profound effect on me and why it was so meaningful. Okay. I was in the military for years. Did not see my father for years. That was the goal. And during those years, I had repressed so much of what a piece of absolute garbage he was that I began to idolize him again. Because the only communication we had was like occasionally phone calls. And he would tell me how proud he was of me and all that. And I would just feed into it. Like, growing up, all I wanted to do was live with him. All I wanted to do was please him. He, like, literally groomed me. He admitted to me that he fucked my friends. This is not slander and defamation, by the way. This is facts. So, if you're seeing this, I see you too. And if anyone cares to take the stand against him, I am in your corner. But I had forgotten about all of that. I had forgotten about everything. I had just repressed it while I was in the military doing military shit. And I'm not going to explain the circumstances that got him there, but he found himself without a home that he had paid for already. What an idiot. So, I told him he could move in with me until he finds a place. And made sure that he was actively looking for a place. He moved in. He was not actively looking. The day after he moved in, we had the first hurricane in 50 years. If that's not an omen, I don't know what is. Like, swear, the temptation to just hit him with a rock and be like, oh no, the hurricane. The first day he was there, the the whole script flipped. Like, oh gosh. And I was miserable. He stayed there for months. I had to try to evict him, but that didn't work because I wasn't asking for rent. I wasn't asking for money. I wasn't asking for food. I was just asking he not burn my house down and leave like pizza in his bedroom for like critters, because Georgia is like known for really dangerous critters. And God, the amount of times he didn't feed his cat, you just like, it died shortly after. Like, I think he neglected his cat. And that cat was so nice before. When he brought it back, it was such an ass. But I would be after living with just him for a while too. Anyway, moment in my life that has had a profound effect on me and why it was so meaningful. That was the moment that I was like, if I repressed this much about an entire family member, what else am I like not dealing with? I need to sort myself out. So I took him to court. I filed an eviction notice. It didn't go through because he wasn't paying me any money. And then I filed a criminal trespassing suit against him. So, he violated that a lot. And then he forged my name to get the restraining order lifted after it would have become permanent in a few months. And if that doesn't tell you about my dad, I don't know what will. But, like, beware of the really racist Spanish man trying to be white in Georgia who, like, is super pro-MAGA. We don't talk about him. We disowned him. But I got him out of New York. So, a lot of people were happy about that. He's right where he belongs. Hopefully he tans up a bit and people realize he's not white. But yeah, that was I was so proud of myself for getting through that. And for seeing past like the smoke cloud. Okay, let's do the past again. 2 Matchsticks. The book that has the greatest influence on my life. This is so easy. Can you guess?
The book that has had the most? The DSM-5.
Yes. The DSM-5. All the DSMs. And looking at them in chronological order, you can see where, like, homosexuality was taken out, body dysmorphia was put in, and borderline personality disorder became a thing, and the 5th one revised. Like, okay, anyone who doesn't know about psychology is just like, what is she talking about?
What is the DSM?
It's a diagnostics. Thank you. The DSM is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual used by the APA, American Psychological Association. Wow, I forgot my major. That's cute. American Psychological Association. So it is the most widely regarded. It's like the Bible for psychologists. Like, that is how you diagnose people. And they have so many traits out of so many traits. Like, let's say if they have 7 out of 11 traits for a disorder, they might qualify for that disorder if it is having a profound effect on their life. So, I really wanted to study psychology when I was younger, and that's because my seed giver used to lock me up in institutions when I was still in high school. So if you ever went to high school with me and wondered why I went missing for a month, I was either homeless, I was institutionalized, or I just didn't feel like going. Because the layout would tell me to kill myself. My most prized possession. One matchstick. I'm going to get all philosophical on this and be like, what even is a possession? Like, who owns anything? But, like, I get what they mean. My most prized possession. When I left, I didn't have anything. I had what I could fit in my car, which included my military gear. So I had like civilian clothes, and that's it. That's all I could really take. And I took books. That weighed down the car a lot. But I didn't have much to begin with anyway. Like, but Grandma and her sister were still alive. So I didn't think to, like, heirloom or anything. And when they both died, I didn't think to immediately loot their rooms. But when the house got foreclosed on and sold, and I wasn't in New York, I was in Georgia. I didn't have time to go up, and it was always a weird timeline he gave me for when he had to vacate the house. It was a mess. Anyway, my favorite possession is, and thank you, Sissy, even though you took the better one. But finders keepers. My grandmother's had music boxes. My grandmother's on my dad's side. And they would play them for us since we were little Hispanic babies. Little tiny niños. Little babies. And we loved them. We played with them up until we were older, and I actually found mine not too long ago in my chest of treasures. Yes, I have a chest of treasures. And it's just like things that are important to me. It's not a big chest, it's just, yeah, it's a big chest. But I'm very minimalistic, so I just need to put all the important things in one spot. And my grandmother's music box is in there, and that's one of my most prized possessions. Like, I can't hear it play without crying. And thinking about them and how much I miss them. I'm sorry. Five things on my bucket list. 3 matches. Why would that be 3 matches? I don't know. I've already, like, done some crazy shit. Like, I've swam frequently with alligators in Georgia. I have squared off against raccoons. I have fallen off the back of a 7-ton. I've shot most of the military weapons there are to shoot. My bucket list. 5 things. Okay. Get genuinely well. Like, don't need therapy anymore. Don't need medication anymore. Just you're a neurotypical human being. I don't think that's going to happen. Find out the answers about all of my family, because there are so many conflicting conflicting stories among family members. And I just want to know the truth. Like, I'm not going to judge you more than I already do. Like, nothing's gonna faze me. Just tell me the truth. Stop telling me lies, because I hear so many different versions. Wait, are these wishes? 5 things on my bucket list. If it was wishes, I was gonna be like, I wish dogs lived as long as humans. 5 things on my bucket list. Pay off this house. Get really good at drawing, because I like drawing and coloring, and I practice all the time. It's really therapeutic, and feel safe. Because I just generally don't. Like, ever. And that's just trauma. It just be trauma. Oh no. This should be 3 matches. A secret I've never shared before. There's a lot of big secrets I've never shared before. There's so many big secrets I've never shared before. But that's the point. I've never shared them before. I don't think I can. They're all really bad. How about a secret I've never shared online before? I have a lot of mental health diagnoses. That's not the secret. Y'all know that. But one of them is dissociative identity disorder, and I think that's why it was so easy for me to repress things and do them anyway, and like forgive and forget, because like, I don't know, it's a really complicated thing, but it's not multiple personality disorder. Like I said, in the DSMs, things change, things are not like split doesn't accurately represent it. What movie most accurately represents DID? I know I've like got a few favorites.
I don't know if there's one that most accurately represents DID. That Marvel show did pretty good.
Moon Knight! That's not right though.
It's not. Well, it's media.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get it right with media. It's just.
If someone does know a film or a series that accurately represents DID, could y'all shoot me a message? Because I don't feel very represented. Like, it's not like Split. It's not like Moon Knight. Like, people think it's kind of like how they get bipolar disorder wrong. Like, it's an on-off switch, and you can just switch it whenever you want, or it just keeps flickering. It's not really like that. Like, it lasts a while, and then you can wake up as yourself and just be like, she ruined my life. How long have I been asleep? So, that's something I have never really told anyone except for discussing it with my doctors. I haven't even really told my family. But, I have had so much trauma that my mind has basically split and created what I call an alter. And I call her Shiloh. She calls herself Shiloh. So, now that we've all established I'm absolutely wackadoo crazy, let's go back into the past. As a child, I dreamed of becoming a librarian. I really did. I wanted to be a stunt double really, really bad. Because I was like climbing trees all over the place. I was running. I was really active. My mom actually thought I had ADHD. And, you know, I might. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't need another diagnosis. I already have way too many. By professionals, by the way. I don't like these like self-TikTok diagnoses. They're actually very offensive. Because I fought every diagnosis I ever had for 2 years before I'd just be like, okay, I can see that. You can add it to the chart now. It's been added to the chart for 2 years already, but like I'm gonna fight it just to make sure I don't have it. Just to make sure I do have it. I'm going to play devil's advocate and say that I don't. There's something wrong with me.
Well, you're talking about it right now.
Yeah. But okay, so the past, what was that one? As a child, I dreamed of becoming, yes, a librarian. When I took the test that you take in like middle school, high school about job placement, it said librarian, museum curator, and I think that was it. But what I wanted to do was to be a stunt double or to be one of the decoys on Chris Hansen's Dateline to Catch a Predator, which is what I grew up watching, and I love that show. Like, I had the creepiest people in my inbox. And I was already like roasting them and blocking them. And I was like, can't I just show this to the police? Or can't I just like tell them I'm going to meet them somewhere and have the police just go there instead? So, like, as a young 14-year-old, I was already, like, really into stopping pedophiles. And, putting myself in danger as a stunt double, reading as a librarian, and learning things as a museum curator. Fuck me. I don't want it. It's 3 matches, y'all. I'm torched. My greatest fear. My greatest fear. This will be divisive. Huh?
Everybody's fears are different. Everybody's fears are valid.
I wouldn't say I have a fear of pedophiles. I have a strict and cutting disdain for pedophiles. I have a fear of who is getting hurt by them right now. And how it can be happening still. And why no one stopped it. And why were they released again? They'll never stop. That's just the way they're wired. They don't believe they're hurting children. They believe they're loving them. They don't understand what they're doing is wrong. Please, please don't release them. Because they're just going to be repeat offenders. They're all repeat offenders. Like, guys, I'm scared. My biggest fear is for the children we're raising. Like, don't you want to raise them in a place where they can grow up without, like, all the fears they have now? Don't worry, Alexa, someone was with you. Thanks, Bad Mr. Frosty. So, let's go to the future. This isn't quite fair. It's 1 match, and it says, I would like to retire too. I'm already retired. And I know that might make a few of you salty. And I'm not sorry. I'm retired because I was repeatedly raped in the military. And I work with all the weapons. And a lot of male Marines. And I began to grow a severe animosity towards, well, the military and the government. So, if you have someone who has repeatedly assaulted you, working with you, and they're in charge of all the guns, and they're going a little crazy right now. Crazy. Because they're being assaulted left and right. You can see where they're going with that. You can see where I'm going with that. I had some really dark thoughts that I was thinking on acting on. So they just had to retire me. Because I'm literally labeled suicidal and homicidal in my jacket. It got so bad I couldn't go grocery shopping anymore. Because I, to this day, carry like 6 knives on me. And a pistol. Like, if you walk too close behind me in the grocery store, I get freaked. So it's not good for me yet to be around people. But I am on medication and I am going to counseling. And I'm doing a lot better up north, to be honest. People down south are really touchy. And people up north are really... They're my people. Like, they understand. Mostly because it's probably happened to them before. But, I mean, goodness. South. If you watching this from the southern U.S., keep your hands to yourself. I literally had to move across the country to get away from your shenanigans. Like, don't touch me. I don't care if you're an old lady. I'm gonna slap you. You touch me, I touch you. Stop. Okay. Oh, this is like a 1 through 10. Fast forward 20 years. Who in my life is most likely to be an influencer? I'm going to give a shout out to Lynn's Vicious and Broken V Gaming here. Can you type their... Thanks. Run the country. Fast forward 20 years. Honestly, I hope Chloe Crawford Lavada. Look her up on Facebook. Look up her social medias. Look up her book. And her art. Live in a cottage in the woods. It's me. I'm already here. Everyone knew I would go feral and return to the woodlands.
I might not be able to post links.
Okay, that's fine. You can just post their usernames.
So you said Lynn's Vicious?
Lynn's Vicious and Broken V Gaming. Go viral. Ha ha ha. Probably my dad for some dumb shit. Save the planet. Probably my mom, because she's actually like really...
I'm addicted to the madness. This hotel is my Atlantis. We're forever gonna have a fucking reason to sin. Let me leave my soul to burn and I'll be breathing it in.
Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it so much. So what we're doing today, because I'm under extreme duress over yesterday, is, you know, the burn before, burn after writing book? They came out with a card deck. How cool is that? So I'm just like letting my innermost ridiculousness fly. Be an influencer. Fast forward 20 years. Who in my life is most likely to be an influencer? I said Lynn's Vicious or Broken V Gaming. Run the country. Hopefully Chloe Crawford Lavada. Please look her up. Thank you for the lurk. I love you, Purple Play Gaming. And I was actually, I had you pulled up, so now I have me pulled up. So I don't know how that works. I was gonna raid you after this. I feel like we just both always have each other pulled up. Live in a cottage in the woods. I'm doing that right now. Win a Nobel Prize. I don't even know. Skip. Oh, you know what? Rachel Lene. I think she's going to go farther with her career in therapy or like counseling. She has helped so many people. Go viral. My dad for doing something stupid. Save the planet. My mom, because she always recycles. Thank you, Raiders Party of 4. Welcome. Start a commune. Bear. Marry a celebrity. Maybe my little sister. Appear on a reality show. I don't know. None of my friends are really like that. Write a bestseller. I'm going to go with the one true Elliot. Keep him in your thoughts because he is finishing up college and should be done within like another year, I think. But has been applying themselves so hard. Still in Georgia. The struggle is real. Like, I did abandon them and I'm sorry, but I couldn't stay. Okay, back to the past. 2 matches. The last 12 months summed up in one word. Well, we moved the last 12 months. We spent the last 12 months getting, like, acclimated here.
Yeah, it's taken about a year to completely
relearn
and get everything. And
learning.
After living in the deep south and then coming up here to Snow Village.
Snow Village, where, like...
The Misty Mountains and...
Yeah, and they don't, like, hunt people of color for fun and sport and, like...
Yeah, it's taken a bit.
Yeah. It's crazy down there. I don't like it. I don't like the South. But yeah, one word to describe this past year is, for Fire, learning. For me, relearning. Like, I even had to pretend to be, like, not Hispanic and straight in the South. I didn't even want to be bi in the South. Do you know how long it's been since I went to a pride parade besides this last one? They don't have those in the South. The story of my life so far summed up in a single line. What the hell? Future. My perfect road trip. I want to see the manatees again. And I want to visit, like, my friends down the East Coast. Since I'm in Vermont and the manatees are in Florida, I wrote a short essay type thing about the manatees being extinct when I was in elementary school. And when I was in Georgia, they weren't going extinct anymore. They weren't endangered anymore. To the point where you can swim with them. And to swim with something that I thought I would never see in real life ever, because they would just die and become extinct by the time I was old enough to do anything on my own. And there was a mom with a baby calf. The mom flipped over so her tummy was up, and I was laying on it, and the baby calf just nibbled my little toes, which was really ticklish, but I tried not to move. And it was so magical. And shit like that never happens to me. But I want to go back there. Yeah. That would be my road trip, to see the manatees all the way down in Florida again. And keep in mind, I've never been to Disney World. I would pick the manatees over Disney World any day. My favorite childhood memory. It's not a good one. It's the hose.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Mother, out yourself if you're on here. Actually, I have a better childhood memory. One way less malicious. I didn't get along with my mom when I was young, and I tried a variety of ways to kill her, low-key. I don't think I should have admitted that. But like, I mean, I didn't do it as bad as like other people, like my sister. Hey, babe. Okay, so one time I iced the steps in stages before you came home, and Chloe was next door taking, God, I forgot the dog's name, Cheyenne, out. And Chloe was just like, what in the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, shh, mother will be home soon. And you busted your ass on those stairs. Oh my God. And the snow from the top of the awning fell on you. It was, bless. I'm so sorry. But that is a very fond childhood memory that Chloe and I, like, still bond over. I'm glad you're alive. Moving on. A line from a song or poem that speaks to me. I still love you. Why? I'm terrible. A line or a song or from a... there's too many. You know what? How when someone asks what your favorite book is and you're like, what's a book? That's this question. Hang on. I have one. Mother's love. It's by Elizabeth Grace, and it's I can't save the world if I'm not happy anymore. So it's kind of like you're trying to do all this good, but it's hurting yourself. And you finally realize that you need to take care of yourself, you know? You're trying to save all these people, put on all the oxygen masks around you first, and meanwhile, like, you're dying. So I resonate with that because I am sometimes too generous. But, wow, that sounded like such a humble brag. Michael, can you back that up with, like, I don't know, a yes or no?
Ow. Well, I mean, it's a humble brag, but it's true. So, it's loud.
Okay. I mean, it's a humble brag. It do be true, but, like, I am overly generous. It has cost me so much money. It has cost me so much emotional stress, emotional regard. Like, I need to stop. I need to start putting me first. The one thing I'm most excited about, death. Deadass. I can't wait to rot in the ground. Like, my forever nap. Come and take me. And that's why I'm in counseling. The one experience that made me who I am today. Oh boy. Logically speaking, a woman and a man had sexual intercourse, and the woman got impregnated, and that was the one experience that made me who I am today. Thanks, Ma. Just pick the winners. Sorry, shared trauma. No one likes Dad. No one likes Dad. If we were to change my first name, I would change it to... I don't know. You have to have, like... I feel like you have to have an attitude about you to have, like, an X or a V or, like, a Z in your name. Made me laugh again. Yo. Yeah, I'm gonna call you after this. We have so much to talk about, like, that ass. Yesterday was... We'll talk later. I'm already sharing secrets. If I were to change my first name, I would change it to... either Evelyn or Vanessa. I like those names. But I like Alexis too. It's just that it can be interpreted in so many ways. Like, hey, Alex, Lex, Alex is. Like, people screw up my username so many times. But yeah, I'd probably go by Van or Ev and go with Vanessa or Evelyn. Do you guys like those names? The future. My dream home. I'm there. I just have to pay it off. Guys, for your first house, do what I did. Get a foreclosed on $50,000 like 4-bed, 2-bath house with a yard in a shit place and just pay it off. And then when the market switches, sell it for like 3 times as much as it's worth and buy your dream home with that money. And then you can worry about paying off your dream home. Because you'll be there forever. It'll actually be yours. It won't feel like you're renting your home. Because you know you're going to sell your first home. Posters I had on my wall growing up. I honestly lived like I was in a sterile environment. And I've just now started expressing myself. So, not really. If it was like Pokemon stuff. The one thing I don't mind spending a lot of money on. A good cause. Are you an Alexis too? I went by Lex for a while throughout my time in the military. And Alexandria, oh shit, fuck. Girl, bless. Oh, fuck. Oh. I feel you. They went too hard. Oh, I chose it myself. It's pretty. It's pretty, but it's a lot, Alexandria. I had twin friends growing up named Brianna and Alexandria. Or was it Britannica? I don't know. They were named after, like, sea vessels. But they were twins. And they were cool. Kinda. One was a little weird. Well, they were both a little weird. I think twins are weird. I named myself after a character I wrote for one of my books. Are they published? Are they on Amazon? Are they on your merch? Britannia. Okay. Thank you. Yo! Go check out Purple Plate Gaming. I'm getting it. Love you. One thing I don't mind spending on a lot of money on. Things that matter. Things that matter, like other people when they need it. Maslow's hierarchy. Alexandria Rose Wilson is my full name. I changed my name too. I changed my whole name, but it's like quite obviously like listed above Alexis Otero. I'm not gonna tell you what it was before because it's embarrassing as fuck. Thank you, Mom. I didn't change my first name though. I thought that would get complicated. I wanted to, but I didn't. Let's see. Something I think everyone should experience at least once. Shooting a small rocket launcher. My dead name was the same as my biological father, and I hated it.
I feel you, sis.
My partner, his middle name is his biological father's middle name. And do you care if I disclose what he did?
That's fine. It's on the internet.
His biological father's a pedophile. Convicted. Mine's a pedophile too. Just like, not convicted. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Old men be that way. Like, gross. Yeah, if you don't care about your hearing, rocket launchers. You will feel like a god. He's long dead now. Good. I don't know how mine's still alive. He's smoked like a chimney since the age of 12. He drinks like he's an Olympian god. He picks fights over nothing. And no one has clocked him hard enough to kill him yet. Does anyone want to make 50 bucks? I'm kidding. Allegedly. Inbox me. Message me. The song that saved my life. Mine drank himself stupid, smoked like a chimney, and it was liver cancer that got him. Yes! I love it when they do it to themselves. Sorry, am I going too hard? You seem like you don't give a shit about him either. Like, we seem to vibe on the dad level. Karma was on point. Yes. Yes. Song that saved my... Oh, Skin by Natalie Merchant. I partied when I found out. Yes! He has 3 legitimate sisters that we know of. And one of them's a half-sister. And we meet up from time to time. And we are going to party on his grave. We ain't pouring nothing out for him neither. He's not getting a drop. Yup. The Otero sisters. So cute. I am so happy for you. I'm so happy you got that closure that he is not around anymore. And you don't have to fucking deal with him. Song that saved my life. Skin by Natalie Merchant. If you haven't heard it, I don't know what you're into, but you should give it a listen because it is hauntingly beautiful. I used to get so bullied in high school that people telling me to kill myself was like an everyday occurrence, and I was just like, hi. Like I didn't like succumb to bullying like that. It was just like I didn't want to go to class because it was the whispers and the pointing and the laughing and the rumors. I bullied the bullies. That's what I do now because I have no shame. I have no shame left. Yeah, I got a beak for a nose and what? Oh, I like fucked half the school, but I'm still a virgin? That's weird. Literally the only reason I tried sex. When I transferred schools, everyone said they slept with me immediately. And I was like, was I good? Like, I don't even know what sex is. Song that saved my life. Skin by Natalie Merchant. Was I good? The itch that I need to scratch. I can't say because it's very self-incriminating. But it involves dead pedophiles. Allegedly. The thing that scares me most about getting older, I'm not supposed to be around this long. Mr. Macy's. No, I really thought I'd like die at 30 because I was like homeless at one point. in my teens, like at several points. But my mom didn't have custody, so she didn't know, and my dad didn't, like, notice anyone except himself. So, I don't know. I'm not supposed to be here this long. I really thought I'd die by 30, and I'm 30. So, The single most profound act of kindness that I will never forget. I don't know. Because it always comes with a letdown, you know? I swear, like, my guardian angel is a piece of garbage. I wished for years to live with my dad. And, because he really, like, dissed my mom in front of me hard. And he is a narcissistic piece of shit. And he pitted us against each other really bad. And there were some other issues with my mom that were just between us, but like my dad did not help. He was like not co-parenting. He was like subterfuge parenting. It was bad. But every time someone has done something kind for me, I feel like they've expected something in return. Because that's how it always was with him growing up. And that's just how it's been for a lot of my life. Like, a lot of the acts of kindness that I've received have been spat back in my face later. And unappreciated. So I can't think of one that hasn't. But if I do, I'll let you know. Today I learned that this was a good call. Doing these cards was a good call. Because I was not up for gaming today. I had a really hectic day yesterday. And I know I needed a break. I know I needed a break because I have been taking care of others, and I needed to just like be me and take care of me for a minute. And if y'all don't like that, I understand. It's a lot. If y'all don't have room for this right now, I understand. Just click on to the next video, whatever. But if you have the space for this right now, I really appreciate it. And feel free to like chat if we're on Twitch Live, or comment below if you're on YouTube. And please follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, because I think I need more people in my life that like I can go to, instead of people, not instead, but like to balance out the people that come to me. Because I don't mind. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it all day. Like, if me getting stressed out means you're still alive the next morning, I'm okay with that. I am so okay with that. But I kind of need friends that I can go to with that too. Apart from like my therapist I see once a week. But I feel like I know all my friends' stuff, and they're not in a place to be vented to. You know? A letter I'd love to send. You're always welcome to message me if you need. Thank you, Alexandria. Much love. I don't know what I was trying to do with the heart. A letter I'd love to send. Probably to the founder of Emerald Behavioral Psychiatry in Florida, where my old psychologist helped get the founder fired after reading over my journal that I kept and wrote in every day I was there because the conditions were so terrible. Now, I'm not saying if you need help, don't go inpatient, but some of them are really bad. Some of them are really good. And we're making them better. We're firing the people that need to be fired. But, yeah, what was the question? A letter I'd love to send. I'd love to send that bitch a letter and just be, thank you, Broken. I love you, bro. I'd love to send that bitch a letter and just be like, you tried fucking with me my entire time here. Like, you fucked with me, you fucked with my friends, you fucked with our medication, you fucked with our therapy. In a place that's supposed to be healing, you're not fit to be a doctor. Like, I don't understand why you got into this line of business if you just wanted to hurt people and degrade people, you know? So, I'd like to send a few letters to the doctors I've gotten fired. The music I loved as a child. Well, it was my parents' music. Like, I grew up listening to my mom's cassette tapes of Madonna and Meatloaf and, you know, my dad's Sting and Aerosmith, and so I had like good past taste, but I didn't have any like current taste until I started going to school. And in school we'd get to Billy Joel. Jesus, ma. But at school, we get to bring in a CD and we got to listen to one track at the end of class. And that's how I got introduced to other music in elementary school, like newer music. But other than that, I was fucking around with cassette tapes. Just my parents' shit. If I could be anywhere in the world right now, streaming day, I'd be here with you guys. But if I could teleport on command, that'd be cool as fuck. The thing I'm most excited for in the future, Like I said, I didn't think I'd make it this far. What is future? What is future? The future is scary, honestly. The political climate, the actual climate, like, it's not as cold as it used to be up here. What happened? I don't understand. Honestly, the future scares me. I'm not looking forward to a lot of it other than maybe like the Gen Zers taking more control and the millennials backing them. Like, yo, we have back problems and depression and PTSD, but go get them, kids. We got you. From a distance. We got you. We're just tired babies. Y'all kick that gas canister right back over to him though. Best time I ever had in my life. I'm not gonna lie, it was on drugs. I think mushrooms are a excellent way to get off of opioids and benzos, which I'm on a lot of benzos right now because I need to be. But mushrooms have far less lasting side effects. They're not addictive. They're natural. They work better and you feel better. You're not groggy the next day. I hate benzos. Oh man. I really just don't want to be on medicine anymore and I'd like to just do the shroom life. But unfortunately, that's illegal right now. The first song to come into my head right now. Do you think I can find it?
Maybe.
Catastrophe, feeling good. Okay, hang on. Can I use your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might get you demonetized. Like put a copyright strike and stuff.
Huh?
They might put a copyright strike and stuff. Be careful.
Okay.
Did you whatever you, I guess? The stalking horse was hides the guy, and which the pony is a phony was a lie. You say stuff is way to go away. Who had you was, yes you would. It was catastrophe feeling good, as it's the drag that has you are, is in the bag that you drag behind your car. Did you just what is what you yes? Did you whatever you I guess? The stalking horse was always the guy, and which the pony is a phony was a lie. You say stuff is way to go away. Who had you was, yes you would. It was catastrophe feeling good, as it's the drag as you are is in the bags as you drag behind your car.
That's the song. Okay. In 10 years' time, I will be thankful for... I don't fucking know. I don't know what's gonna happen in 10 years. One more round. Best trip I ever took. Manatees, hand down. Lightning round. The biggest inspiration in my life. Lilith? I don't know. The old gods. The 5 contributions I would look for in a future partner or friend. The 5 attributes I would look for in a future partner or friend. Open, honest, respectful, like boundaries, and in general, like it costs $0 to be respectful. Unless they a whole ass bitch, then go off, sis. I don't know if I already said accepting. And compassionate. So that was my little segment today. I am sorry I'm not having a great time, but I will see you guys next time. Please check out my YouTube and my About Me info page. I'm really trying to grow the YouTube, and thanks, Bad Mr. Frosty. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys have fun, and I hope you guys are okay.